Previously on the Tomb Raider Marathon.
And yeah, basically we're now safe from Sophia for now. And... Oh my god, I have 1 HP.
And with that, we take a trip back home. Hello everybody, Jonathan Wolf here, and welcome back to Tomb Raider 1. Wait, what's going on here? Why are we redoing the first game again? Well, we're actually not going back to the first game, but instead, in this video, before we move on to Tomb Raider 4, and to an extent the second half of the classic Tomb Raider Marathon, we're going to take a little break, and I'm going to be showcasing the Croft Manor from the first 3 games. So yeah, we're basically going to be visiting Lara's home from Tomb Raiders 1, 2, and 3. Why? Because, well, I wanted to show it. Even though I've said that if you guys wanted to see it, and whatever. My video, my rules. Or my channel, my rules. There you go. Alright, but with that said, let's go ahead and get started with Lara's home from Tomb Raider 1. And yeah, the main reason as to why I didn't want to showcase these is mainly because of the fact that these are basically your typical tutorials where Lara will basically guide you as you go through her house. Although to be fair, it's more on Tomb Raider 1 and 3.
Welcome to my home. I'll take you on a guided tour.
So yeah, basically as you saw, Lara's going to take us on a guided tour. And I also love that we go from the window to the inside. That is pretty awesome. And also we got the very awkward and weird texture wall, so that's interesting.
Use the D-pad to go into the music room.
So yeah, we use the D-pad, and yeah, basically we're going to let Lara speak for a while.
Okay, let's do some tumbling. Press the jump button. Now press it again and quickly press one of the directions, and I'll jump that way.
So yeah, basically like I mentioned before, the Croft Manor basically falls as a tutorial. And you can actually explore the area if you want, or you can actually explore the manor if you want. However, when it comes to the Croft Manor overall, at least in this game, there's literally only 5 rooms. So we got the starting room, we got this room, and then we got the third room is the main hall.
Ah, the main hall. Sorry about the crates. I'm having some things put into storage and the delivery people haven't been yet.
So yeah, we got the main hall, then we got the gym where we're going to learn our basic movesets, and then we got the pool, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, basically Lara was telling you about vaulting over objects, which is by pressing action forward. And yeah, basically that's how you do it. And also, you know, we will casually have the Ark of the Covenant in our house, because why the hell not? I guess Lara stormed Area 51 to get it back. I mean, if Indiana Jones, if Raiders of the Lost Ark taught me anything, is that, you know, the Ark was sent to Area 51, although that was pretty much confirmed in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
This used to be the ballroom, but I've converted it into my own personal gym. What do you think? Well, let's do some exercises.
Why switch the ballroom to your gym? I feel like that's a bit that's a bit awkward. But yeah, basically right here we got these number pads.
I don't actually run everywhere.
Where they basically tell you about the controls.
Careful, I walk. Hold down
so for example, number 1.
Walk to the white line.
For example, number 1 is going to be the tutorial for walking.
If you want to look around, press and hold the look button. Then press in the direction you want to look.
So yeah, basically number 1 we have the walking and looking. Number 2 is going to be the standing jump.
I can grab the ledge and save myself from a nasty fall. Walk to the edge. Press forward and I'll climb up.
And yeah, it's pretty simple. Number 3 is going to be the running jump.
Walk to the edge with the white line until I stop. Then let go of walk and tap backwards.
And finally, number 4 is going to be the
press forward.
Jump and grab.
Right, this is a really big one.
That's
so
what
do
she
a running
said.
Jump exactly
Yeah, it's going to be the
except while
running
I'm in the
jump
air,
and
press
grab.
And hold the... Nice.
Nice. And finally, we have number 5, which is shimmying across ledges.
I can't climb up because the gap is too small. But press right, and I'll shimmy sideways until there is room. Then press forward. Tap backwards, and I'll jump off backwards. Immediately press and hold the action button, and I'll grab the ledge on the way down.
So yeah. And with that, now let's go into the final room of this
Let's go for a
level.
swim. The jump button and the directions move me around underwater.
So yeah, here we got the last room of the level, which is the pool.
Air. Just use forward and left and right to maneuver around on the surface. Press jump to dive down for another swim about, or go to the edge and press action to climb out.
I also love how they give you tutorials on swimming, even though you're not gonna swim in the main game until Lost Valley, which is pretty awesome. And also, yeah, they don't tell you this, but I mentioned this before. But if you press R2 or L2, you can actually sight swim, or however it's called. But yeah, basically, as soon as you get out of the pool, you're basically going to end the level.
Right. Now I'd better take off these wet clothes.
And that line caused the Nude Raider talk to start trending. So, thank you, Lara. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That was the Croft Manor for the first game. So, yeah, instead of just ending the video right here, we're going to be moving on to the next Croft Manor, which is the Croft Manor from Tomb Raider 2. So, I'll see you guys in a bit. And here we are, Tomb Raider 2, starting Lara Croft. And man, it's been a while since I've gone to this game because yeah, I recorded this game back in December of last year, and here we are at March, which is awesome. All right, so with that said, let's go ahead and get started with Lara's Home from Tomb Raider 2. And this one is more expanded than the one from the first game. For starters, we're outside.
Welcome back. After that grueling business last year, I decided to build this assault course to hone my skills and learn some new ones.
So yeah, as you can see, we're now outside the manor, and yeah, basically we now have we start literally in front of an assault course. And yeah, basically this level, or basically the Croft Manor, is basically Home Sweet Home, which is the final level of the main game. But it's now daytime, and yeah, that's basically it. And also, as you can see, we got this funny looking character, and this guy is Winston. And yeah, basically this guy is Lara's butler, and we did saw him in the walkthrough series. He was actually in the bonus level of Tomb Raider 2 Gold, which was Nightmare in Vegas. And yeah, basically Winston will follow Lara until the ends of the world and try to serve her tea. And basically we're basically going to explore the whole manor, and then we're going to do something very popular with Winston. But yeah, as you can see right here, as you need to stand on this platform, we're going to have a timer on top of us, and basically we have to beat this assault course. So let's see how fast I can do this. So let's jump, and then let's go. And I immediately fail.
To make that jump successfully, I need to walk back as far as possible from the edge, then take a running jump as before. Or you could walk to the edge, jump forward,
Winston.
and press action to make me grab the fire.
So yeah, basically, if you fall into the sand, you will be disqualified, and yeah, you basically have to go back to start. Oh man. Alright. Yeah, basically, let's see how we do on this one. And yeah, basically in this assault course, you can actually learn some movements from Lara. And sometimes when you fail, Lara will basically tell you what you're supposed to do. Although that's not always the case, but it's not the end of the world. So yeah, let's go ahead and slide and jump and grab the ladder. And yeah, be careful not to touch the sand, because if you do, you're going to fail. Now for this part, make sure you don't land on top of this little structure, because yeah, I did that once, and yeah, the timer actually stopped, so you have to swim underneath the thing. But yeah, right here we got the final section. We just have to climb and go to the zip line right here. And let's say we can get below 120. I don't think I'm gonna make it. No. Let's see if I can get below 125. Ooh!
Gosh, that was my best time yet.
Nice! 125 exactly. That is awesome.
Feel free to explore the rest of the house and gardens.
So yeah, as you can see, now that we are done with the assault course, we can now explore the Croft Manor itself. And yeah, basically, in order for you to open the manor, we want to go to the main entrance and just press the button. And yeah, basically, the manor, like I mentioned, is the exact same manor as Home Sweet Home. So yeah, basically, just to show you real quick, if we go to Lara's room, which is over here. Yeah, as you can see, here we have Lara's room. Here we got the bathroom. And here we have the gun cupboard. However, we don't have a key for this door.
No.
So as you saw, we see Lara saying no. And yeah, speaking of inventory, we only have our... In terms of inventory, we only have our statistics, which was the same... Which the same applies to Tomb Raider 1. Although in this... Nice. Although in this game, we can actually get some flares. And you'll see where we get them. Now, you also have this opening right here. And basically, there's really nothing up here, but it's just the attic. And yeah, basically here we have this room with some crates. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, yeah, there's literally nothing in that. There's literally nothing in this attic. But yeah, let's go ahead and get stuck on a door. And then we're going to head into the starting room from the second game, or from the first game. And as you can see, here we have basically the same room, except that the gym mat is no longer here. And yeah, right over here we have a fireplace. And yeah, basically it's the exact same room. Alright, now the next... And yeah, basically, that's pretty much it. And in terms of the main hall, it's the same, except there's no more crates in here. And yeah, I'm just going to take damage, I don't care. And yeah, basically, you may also notice that the gym is no longer a thing. So yeah, now we have a normal ballroom. And just to jump the gun ahead, the pool is the same. Now here we can open this door to the kitchen on the outside. And yeah, basically... we can actually go in the kitchen. And right over here we have probably the most famous room of the entire manor, and that is the good old freezer. And there's actually going to be a very important thing we have to do before we end things off in this manor, or in the Croft Manor. Now the last thing I'm going to show is this door right here. Now you may notice that we can actually walk into it, and yes, this is actually a door we can actually go into. And through that door is Lara's treasure room. First off, let's go ahead and play some music. Let's have some Venice violins. Also, where's Winston? Oh, there he is. Nice. Okay, this is actually perfect because, yeah. Let's go ahead and just leave him on his favorite spot first. So, yeah, let's go ahead and just walk over here. And let's slowly wait for Winston to come to me. But yeah, basically, behind that door is Lara's treasure room, and we have to do a timed run to get inside the treasure room. And basically, what we have to do in order to open it is we have to go into the Hedge Maze, and this maze can be confusing. However, there's a very easy way to get through the maze very efficiently. And I was going to draw a map, however, and yeah, I was going to draw a map similar to the maps I did in Tomb Raider 3. However, yeah, I'm going to, instead of doing that, I'm actually going to go ahead and just show you a map from Stella's Tomb Raider side. As you can see, boom, right here as we wait for Winston. And yeah, basically here's the layout of the maze. However, as you can see, according to Stella, there's actually a very easy way to clear the maze. And that's basically the route I'm going to take for this area. Also, Winston, where the heck are you? Oh. I was a bit too impatient, but yeah, let's go ahead and get him to the freezer. And then let's lock him in. Now, it's actually funny. I think I actually mentioned this in the Tomb Raider 2 walkthrough, but in Home Sweet Home, you can actually lock the final goon in the freezer, which, yeah, that's actually pretty funny. And that's actually a retro achievement, which is pretty funny. But yeah, basically the Hedge Maze is over here to the left when you exit the manor. And basically to solve this maze, basically what you want to do is you want to hug the left wall. And you want to continuously hug the left wall until you see the wall of, the wall of the manor. So yeah, basically just continue to hug the left wall. That's a wall, Lara. And yeah, as you can see, here we have here we have a different wall. Actually, no, it's not a manor wall. It's actually a other wall. And once you find this wall, when you go through this passageway, you want to go to the first. You want to turn to the first right, or you want to go to the first pathway that leads to the right. And right over here, we got a passageway which is gonna have a button as well as some flares. So yeah, as you can see right here in the bottom on the right, we have some flares. And I believe this is the only item in the entire level. Also, we don't see the items in the corner. That's interesting. But yeah, let's pop a flare real quick. And let's press the button. And this button is going to open the door to the treasure room. And this door is timed. So we have to gun it. So yeah, basically, let's just go ahead and exit the maze. And yeah, basically, what you want to do is you want to just go back the way you came, which is basically to just hug the right wall. And yeah, basically that's how you solve the maze. It's pretty simple. It's a pretty easy maze, all things considered. And truth be told, you're not gonna get that lost. You're not gonna get lost, to be completely honest. And yeah, as you can see, we are out of the maze. Awesome. And yeah, basically we're just gonna run directly to the treasure room. So let's make a beeline for it. And there we go. So let's go ahead and get down here. And yeah, as you can see, we got Lara's treasure room, and we see all the treasure that Lara has accumulated throughout her adventures. And you may also notice right here, we have a cat statue from Tomb Raider 1. So that's a very cool reuse asset. We also got a magic carpet and a bunch of treasure chests. And yeah, that's basically it for the treasure room. So yeah, with that said, there's one more thing I want to show you, or I want to do before we exit. Oh yeah, we gotta press this twice. And basically, there is a way you can actually get to the top of the manor, or to the roof of the manor. And basically what you want to do is, we want to do some corner bugs. So remember in Tomb Raider 1, where we used a glitch to get a unreachable med pack back in Palace Midas? Well, we can actually do the same trick we did in this area, and we can actually get on top of the roof. And yeah, basically we have to do it twice. So we have to just get to the corners, and then we just want to angle Lara, and then you just want to continuously jump. And Lara will glitch her way up the roof. And yeah, as you can see, we're now in the roof of the manor. And yeah, there's really nothing here in this area. So yeah, there's really no reason to come up here unless you want to like explore the roof of your house, and also find some non-textured areas. But yeah, as you can see right here, we got a chimney and more non-textured areas. And yeah, basically, the safest way to get down. There's multiple ways to get down safely, but I'm just gonna. Actually, I think that drop might kill me. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's just drop in the water. So yeah, let's go to this corner, and then just do a swan dive with a spin, because why the heck not?
On the surface, the direction buttons move.
Oh, shut up, Lara.
The jump button makes me dive underwater. At the edge of the pool, I can climb.
But yeah, with
out
that
by
said,
using the action
that is it for the Croft Manor of Tomb Raider 2. And yeah, it's much more expansive than the one from the first game. And yeah, we're at 22 minutes, while the first one was at we actually took like 6 minutes or 7. So yeah, that's awesome. But yeah, with that said, there's only one more Croft Manor to show, and that is the one from Tomb Raider 3. So I'll see you guys in Tomb Raider 3. And here we go, Tomb Raider 3. And now we're going to be moving on to the best iteration of the Croft Manor, and that is the Croft Manor of Tomb Raider 3. And yeah, basically this manor, if I have to summarize it, it's basically a combination between the Croft Manor of the first and second game. And you'll see what I mean when we get to it.
Welcome back to my humble abode. Feel free to take a look around.
So yeah, as you can see right here, we got a more beautiful looking place. And we also have the gun cupboard that we can actually access. However, yeah, it's just a room. But there are some flares here on the ground. So yeah, the only thing that we get is just flares. We also have a save crystal for some reason, but yeah, I don't know why they gave us a save crystal. And yeah, as you can see, we have the Croft Manor in all of its glory. And yeah, there's multiple ways you can actually go. For one, we can actually go up here, and if we try to go up here, let me show you real quick. But up here we have the attic, which is basically the same as Tomb Raider 2. However, right over here, this is a movable block. However, we cannot pull it, and we can also not push it. However, we will be on the other side of that block, and you'll see how we do that. Actually now, because yeah, we're gonna go ahead and access some different areas. But yeah, basically, if we continue on over here, if we don't get stuck, that is. If we continue over here, as you can see here, we have this area, and as you can see, we now have a TV with some speakers, which are very far away from, in my opinion. And unfortunately, yeah, I guess Lara sold her harp to get the TV. So there you go. I guess Lara's more of a piano lady. But yeah, right here we got the starting room of Tomb Raider 1, and right over here next in this bookcase, we have a book we can actually pull, which is going to turn off the fire in this fireplace. And to my left, we have a climbable wall. And you can actually tell it's different. You can climb it because it has these black holes on the wall. And yeah, basically we can just go over here. And this will take us to the other side of that movable block that I showed you back at the attic. Now right over here we have another movable block, and this guy we actually want to pull it so that we can actually make a path, or so that we can actually have room to move the movable block. Another thing that's important is that behind the block there are some flares, or even more flares. And as you can see, this is actually the block that was in the attic. Now you can push it if you want, but I'm just gonna pull it out of the way just so I can have, just so I can have an open access to the attic. Now you may also notice that behind me there's actually a lever, and this lever is going to open the door that used to get you to the treasure room. So let's light a flare, And let's pull the lever. And as you can see, we now open the door to the treasure room. Or to what used to be the treasure room. Now, I don't remember if this door is timed, but I'm going to assume it is. We're just going to just run down here. And then we're just going to jump over the railings. Oh, hey, Winston. So yeah, let's go ahead and go into this area. And yes, there are more flares down there, but we will get them on the way back. Now, yeah, in the last game, this was a treasure room. However, in this game, we now have a huge aquarium. And I gotta say, I love this place. This area looks really cool. And yeah, basically because of this manor, I wanted to recreate this manor in Minecraft so badly. So yeah. Now you may also notice that in the water, there's actually a key. And yeah, we can actually go get this key because right over here, we got another movable block. And you may also notice that there's actually a hole above me, which is right up there. And yeah, we can actually move this block to get on top, to get to that hole and get access to the swimming, or to get access to the aquarium. So let's go and make it over here. And into the water we go. And yeah, basically we just have to make it to the other side. And thankfully Lara was not crazy enough to put piranhas in her aquarium. So yeah, we can just swim freely with the fishes. And this right here is the Racetrack Key. And this key is going to be this key is going to allow us to get into a new assault course that Lara installed in her manor. And we're going to see what that is once we get outside. So I hear Winston. I hear him fart. Okay, so now let's go back outside. And yeah, the door was actually timed, so I was actually good in my assumptions to rush. So yeah, let's collect the flares, and I believe that is the last flares we can actually get. But I'm not sure on that.
Let's go into the gym. Those of you who've been here before may notice the new decor. What do you think? Well, let's do some exercises. I think we should do them in order.
So yeah, you may also notice that there's also a wall dividing the gym, or with the gym. And yeah, I'm just going to open the main door just in case. But yeah, basically, that is because if we go to the left, we can actually have the dining hall as well as the kitchen. So yeah, it's actually separated, which is pretty cool. And as you can see, right over here, we got the kitchen with some flickering lights. And also, if we access the freezer, we're going to see that now we have some cold steam coming out of it, which is pretty awesome. And no, I'm not going to lock Winston this time because Winston's going to be important later. And you'll see what I mean by that. But yeah, as you can see, here we have the gym. And basically, this gym is the exact same as the first game. So number 1 is walking. Number 2 is doing the standing jump and grab. Number 3 is the running jump. Number 4 is the running jump and grab. Number 5 is the shimmy. Number 6 is to crawl. Number 7 is to climb a ladder and use the monkey bar. And then we have number 8. And number 8 is actually a very special one. Because when you step on number 8, Lara will basically tell you to just sprint. However, she will also tell you to make a diving roll as soon as you cross that white line. And that is actually something that I completely forgot to showcase during the walkthrough. And that is, if you sprint and then you press the jump button, Lara will do a diving roll. And I'm going to be completely honest, there is really no reason to use that diving roll in the game. It will actually be useful when you get to Tomb Raider 4, and you'll see when we get to it. But yeah, when it comes to Tomb Raider 3, it's really not that important. But also right here we got the diving pool, and as you can see, we also have a diving board. Now this diving board was also in. Oh god, the water is starting. Take a nice swan dive. But yeah, that diving board was also in the Croft Manor of Tomb Raider 2 that I forgot to mention, that I forgot to show. And right here we got a naked cat statue from Egypt in Tomb Raider 1, which looks incredibly cursed. And right over here, behind the diving board, we have a button. And this button is going to give us access to a lever which will allow us to get into Lara's new treasure room. However, we're going to see that treasure room as the last thing we do in this area, because, well, it's going to be it's going to be a special part, and you'll see what I mean. But yeah, let's go outside, and now what we're going to do is we're going to make it all the way around to the. We're going to make it all the way around so that we can actually access the assault course. Because yeah, for some reason that gate is locked and it's not going to open until we beat the assault course, which is pretty strange, but whatever. But yeah, basically let's go ahead and go over here. And yeah, basically the assault course is the exact same as the one from Tomb Raider 2. However, we do have some new features that we're going to see in the... Aw, man. That we're going to see later down the road. Now, you may also notice that when we stepped on the sand, we didn't get... The timer didn't went away. Instead, we got a red 8 seconds. And that is because when you go into the sand, you're actually going to get some time penalties. Which means that, yeah, you can actually just fumble if you want. But you're actually going to have a bad time when you actually finish it, you know. And we don't want that. But yeah, basically, let's just go ahead and climb the ladder. And yeah, this first part is pretty much the exact same, this first section of the assault course is pretty much the exact same as the one from Tomb Raider 2. So yeah, let's go ahead and go over here. Although this is different. We now have this... Oh, man. We now have this slope we have to jump in. And we also have this monkey bar. So yeah, instead of going above the monkey bar, we now have to go below it. So yeah, once we get to the final tile, let's just drop down here. And then we have to, and then we just swim. And here we have the zipline section, which normally would be the final part of the assault course. However, there's actually more things to do, and you'll see what I mean when we get to it. So let's go to the top. And then let's drop off. Let's climb a bit. And yeah, I decided to go on the edge because once you get to the top, Lara will actually put her feet in, which wastes some time. But yeah, right here we got some crawl space, and in this crawl space, as you can see, we have the pistols, which means that yes, you can actually do some some weapon training sort of in this Croft Manor. And yeah, basically right here we got these targets. We have to break the targets. And as you can see, we have poor Winston with a freaking target painted on his back, which is awesome. And yeah, basically we have to, once we destroy all of them, we just make a mad dash for the end.
Gosh, that was fast. But I'm sure you can do better.
And yeah, unfortunately, because the targets just decided to just die of cringe, we did get some time penalty as well. But look at Winston, man. It's like, my God. Look at poor Winston with his freaking, like, combat gear. I mean, look at that. He even has, like, a soldier helmet. Good lord. But I just love that he has a target pin on his back.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, basically, if you shoot him enough times, yeah, he's gonna just... He's just gonna die of cringe. But he gets back up. So yeah. So yeah, we have to abuse our elders to succeed in the assault course. Alright, and there we go. That is it for the assault course. However, you may have noticed right here we have a locked door. And this is where the racetrack key goes. And through here, we will actually have the best implementation of the quad bike in Tomb Raider 3.
Hey, I like that. To jump on, walk up to the vehicle and press the action button.
So yeah, basically we not only have the full assault course with weapon training, but we also have a training or an assault course with a vehicle. And yeah, basically, once we cross the...
Let's go as fast as we can.
So yeah, basically, once we cross the black floor, we now have to get to the end of the assault course. Now, there is a way you can actually finish the assault course in like 7 seconds. However, I am terrible at doing that, and I'm just gonna do the assault course normally. And yeah, like I said, this is honestly the best implementation of the quad bike in Tomb Raider 3 because there's no areas where you can actually kill yourself easily. Although I took some damage after colliding with a wall, but that's like minor damage. But yeah, basically we get to the end and less than 44 or 40 or almost 44 seconds, and yeah, there you go. And you can actually just retry as much as you want, but I'm just gonna do it one time. Alright, and now I'm gonna showcase the final area of the Croft Manor, which is the new treasure room. So the door that we opened by pressing the button behind the diving board right over here, this will have a lever, and this is gonna open a door directly behind us. Basically, what you want to do is you want to sprint to the end, and once you get to this point, you just want to roll. And oh, I didn't make it. Yeah, sometimes if you roll, you can actually make it. However, I guess the idea is they actually want you to implement the diving roll, which you just want to sprint, and then you just want to roll into the thing. And yeah, as you can see, here we have the Lara's new treasure room. And as you can see, right here we have a T-Rex mount on our chimney, on our fireplace. And we also have the Dagger of Xion from Tomb Raider 2. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. And we also have the gold idol from Raiders of the Lost Ark. So yeah, I guess oh my god. I guess Lara invaded Belloc's storage area and he stole the idol. Because yeah, if you forgot that movie, Indy got it, but Belloc stole it from him. And then we got this thing, which for a very long time I had no idea what this was. However, looking at the colors and the shapes, yeah, this is actually supposed to be parts of the Skion. So yeah, I guess Lara went back to the Lost Island, or what was left of it, and yeah, she managed to retrieve like broken pieces of the Skion. Because yeah, if you remember back in Tomb Raider 1, we did not retrieve the Skion. Instead, we actually destroyed it. So that's awesome. But then we have this thing, which, yeah, looking back, we've never seen this. So yeah, this is actually a brand new artifact. So yeah, what's the deal with this? Well, I don't know about you guys, but we may find our answers about this thing in Tomb Raider 4. But yeah, let's go ahead and press the button twice to reopen the treasure room. And yeah, with that said, let's just leave the Croft Manor. Because yeah, unlike Tomb Raider 2, similar to Tomb Raider 1, you actually have a proper ending for the Croft Manor. But yeah, basically you want to go to the main gate and press the button.
Now it's time for our third adventure.
Except not really, because now it's time, next time on the Tomb Raider Marathon, we're going to begin our fourth adventure. But there we go. That is it for the Croft Manor in Tomb Raiders 1, 2, and 3. And yeah, like I said, the reason I didn't do them is because they're basically the tutorials. And to be completely honest, there's really nothing different when it comes to the three games. I mean, the only difference when it comes to from Tomb Raiders 1 to 2 is that R2 is now the way you can actually sidestep, and L2 is now your flare button. And in Tomb Raider 3, the L2 and R2 were changed to sprint and crouch. But other than to summarize essentially, or basically to summarize, if you want to use if you want to play a Croft Manor, play the Croft Manor from Tomb Raider 3. It is the definitive version of the Croft Manor, and it's definitely the best way to experience the tutorials. But yeah, with that said, we are going to conclude this video. So yeah, thank you all for watching this episode of the Tomb Raider Marathon. And next time we meet, we're going to be, for real, starting things off with Tomb Raider: The Last Revelation. And we're going to be starting the second half of the classic Tomb Raider Marathon. But until then, this is Jonathan Wolf. And I'll see you then. And I'll see you, Winston. And I'll see you guys in the next playthrough. Take it easy, everyone.